Hey y'all, it's Brenda. Welcome to Life on Goldman Road. We are in the kitchen today. We have made it past Labor Day weekend. That's driving me crazy. We had a ball with my friend that came over from Georgia. We did have a death in the family. We did have to take out time for that, but life goes on. Today, again, we have had another member of our church pass away, and we are trying to get everything ready to feed the family today after the funeral. So, I am in a rush this morning trying to get a casserole made because we have Grandparents' Day at school with Grayson. So, I'm going to put this casserole together. Now, we may not make it to actually putting in the oven and you seeing the finished product because that might possibly happen at the church. But I'm going to take you up to putting it in the oven right now. It's a very simple recipe. Hillary does this recipe a lot when we have dinner at the church and things like that. A lot of people like it. It feeds a lot, so therefore we're going to do it today. This is cabbage casserole. I am using Brenda Gant's recipe. I don't know where Hillary got her recipe, but it's just all the same ingredients and all that good stuff. So we're going to get started with that. First things first, cabbage casserole. We need a cabbage. So let me find my cabbage that I got. I was thinking it might be in the other refrigerator, but we've got it. So this is a pretty large cabbage. If you can't find a large cabbage, a medium or two smalls will work just fine. So what we're going to do is get this chopped up. I have a pan that is probably not big enough. Just going to say it. But let me get my cabbage chopped up and in the pan. Now, if you've ever cooked with cabbage, you know it looks like it is enough to feed 300 people. And when it cooks down, you have enough to feed 3. So, it's going to look huge. We're just going to work with what we got, though. Okay, we made it. I have cabbage chopped up. Now, I didn't go crazy with it. This is going to cook down. So, I just did just kind of chunks out of it. And it falls apart. So, this will fall apart and cook down, and I'll show you my pan in just a second. But let me go over our ingredients. We need the medium, 2 smalls, or a large head of cabbage, roughly chopped. Remember that, roughly chopped. You don't want it like slaw texture. You don't want it shredded. You want chunks to be able to get a bite out of it. Now, I have all this in this pan, and it is large. It is large. This cabbage was great. There was not really any waste on this cabbage. So we don't have a whole lot, just more or less the core to throw away. So let's grab an onion. My garbage is full. Let me get an onion. Okay, there's nothing in there for you. Okay. Oh, sorry, bad angle. Okay. All right. So I'm going to show you my pan, and you're going to think, "Oh my Lord!" But it is what it is. Here it is. Here it is. I'm hoping that's pretty much what it should look like. I don't have a bigger pan, and I don't really want to do 2 pans because when you do 2 pans, you more or less usually come home with the pan. It just never works out that you don't come home with the pan. Not that that would be a bad thing. My supper then would be made, and all I would have to do is put, you know, some sort of meat or something with it. I may take a little of this out, depending, because a large onion sliced, a can of cream of chicken soup, a cup of mayo, a half a stick of melted butter, 2 teaspoons of salt, and a teaspoon of black pepper. That's just for the casserole part. Then you have a topping. Now your topping consists of melted butter, cheddar cheese, and Ritz crackers. I've got to make a decision. Do I take some of this out? Do I leave it in? I'm going to take a little bit of it out. I'm going to make the top level. So what you do, you mix, you sprinkle this onion in. And you take your can of cream of chicken soup, your mayonnaise, and your butter. And you mix that together. And you pour over your cabbage in this pan. Don't mix it. Don't mix it. This is like a dump and go. Have you ever done a dump cake? It's kind of along those lines. You just dump it and there it is. It turns out great. So I may take just a little bit of this cabbage out, and I know it's going to cook down, but I need to be able to get my topping on and it stay. So I'm going to just slice this onion into rings. I'm going to go pretty thin with that. I mean, nothing too crazy there. Just to get these, just to get it in the pot, in the pan. So yeah, I think I'm going to take just a tad bit out. I'll do something with it. It's not a big deal. I just need everything to go in my pan today so I can transport everything to the church and get it into the oven. That's the most important thing. That is my goal for the day. I'm tired already. I have got to get my energy level up. And I will. I have got, Clarence actually made coffee this morning. We are going to stop on the way into town or out of town, I don't know which, and probably in town and get breakfast. Let me get something to put this cabbage in. Okay. We're going to stop and grab some breakfast. Once I get going, especially at the church, my level will go up, and we will make this day just fine. Now, literally, I did not take a lot. I took this bowl. That's it. That is it. Let me rearrange it so you can see what I'm doing. I have no idea what y'all are all seeing here, but obviously I need to work on my bar. But anyway, I'm just going to take these onions and get them spread out across the top. Well, some of it separate easier than others, all right? Story of my life. And I know what you're thinking. Golly, that's a lot of onions. They will also cook down and pretty much disintegrate. This casserole cooks for 45 minutes. So I'm telling you, this will be so tender, so yummy. I will not mind bringing any home, but I'm not really looking to bring any home. Now, what I'm doing here is just kind of picking out some of these bigger pieces that's not wanting to, play nice. And we're going to call that good. So we're still kind of mounded. Still sort of mounded. It is what it is. And what little onion I have left is just going in the cabbage that I have set off to the side. Not going to waste. No sirree. Okay. Let me grab next our cream of chicken soup, our mayonnaise, and our melted butter. Okay, we have our melted butter, our mayonnaise, and our cream of chicken soup. Now, I'm using cream of chicken. That's what the recipe calls for, but little tip, as I was reading through this recipe, cream of mushroom, cream of celery, cream of asparagus, any of that would work. So don't think you're just limited to cream of chicken. So whatever you would like to go with the cabbage. So I'm just going to get this stirred up. Perfect. All right. Now, let me get some of this out of my way so I can get to my pan. Whew. All right. Whew. Let's see. It's kind of glumpy, but it's smooth. Let me read through, make sure. We're not going to preheat the oven. 9 by 13 pan. Top with sliced onions. Sprinkle with salt and pepper. So, let me do that. Now, the salt is going to help wilt down these onions and this cabbage. Now, you don't want to do too much because the cream of chicken soup, mine is just regular, so you know it has some sodium to it. Now, I'm not going to put a lot of black pepper either because some people don't really like it. And in all honesty, sometimes, and it seems like, especially with like my mom, the older you get, the more sensitive you are to hot things. And also black pepper gives some people heartburn. So we don't use a lot. All right, let me see if I can get this glumped on. It looks good. And it says you don't stir. Woo, we're going to have to move that over though. Because I got it near the edge. Let me see if I can catch it before it falls. All right. Okay. Now, I know it says don't stir, but I'm not. I'm just going to kind of poke it down because I feel like, I don't know. I mean, and it's not really going down. It's just, I just want to make sure it's all covered. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to get it all covered because I don't want something not to have some of the goodie. All right. Make sure it's all the way out to the edge. Oh, yeah. All right. I think we did it. And we did not stir. We'll tuck that onion back in. Okay. Get this out of the way. Next, and I need that bowl again. I'm going to use that same bowl because it's a half a stick of butter, a cup of cheddar cheese, and roughly a sleeve of Ritz crackers. So I'm going to just mix in that bowl right there. So let me grab it back. While my butter is melting, I am going to get a sleeve of Ritz crackers. These are just the original Ritz crackers. Now, Clarence the other day picked up some garlic butter Ritz crackers, And you know, I bet those would be good as a topping. But we're going to use regular today. So we're going to crush these up. Oh, got to grab our cheese. Nothing is opening for me today correctly. I'm just ripping up everything. I have one dog with a cat food can. I have one dog moving around the feed bowl. My microwave is going off. Welcome to chaos. You know, it's always this way when you have things going on in life and it starts to feel overwhelming. But really and truly, we just need to take a second and breathe. That's all we need to do. Let's just breathe. We're going to make it through this, and it doesn't have to be perfect. So we're going to crush these crackers. You know, rich crackers are really, really tender. So you don't have to do a whole lot to them. I'm just more or less just mashing them. And it gets a really nice cracker crumb consistency. All right, let's see. Cheddar cheese. Cheddar cheese. I know I got cheddar cheese. Ah, right here in my face. It was in the wrong spot, of course. Okay, so we're going to eyeball this because, you know, is there really a such thing as too much cheese? I think not. Cheese is lovely. And now we have our melted butter. Now, I was out of sticks, so I had to do 8 tablespoons. But we have that. I'm going to mix this around, get everything all nice and coated and ready to go on top. And it is okay if some of our filling is in it too, because, hey, it's all going down the same road, right? All right. Looks like we actually could have used a little bit more crackers. I kind of like mine. Well, I tell you what. Let's put this on, see where we are, and then I may top it with a little bit more rich cracker. All right, so let's get this over here and see what kind of mess we can make. I think I'm going to go in with my hands because this is so rounded. I don't want to lose, you know, I don't want to lose any of the goodies. So I hope you try this. This is, I'm one of these people that, you know, don't mess with my cabbage. I like it a certain way, and I'm kind of stuck in those ways that I like it. So when Hillary brought this, she's like, oh, Mama, you got to try this. And I'm like, okay. But I didn't know, because it has cheese and it has mayo and it has, you know, it's different. But I am really glad that I did. My Kindle keeps trying to go to sleep on me. And everyone at church really did enjoy this. And we had several ladies ask for the recipe. There were several people that says, oh, this is the only way I eat cabbage. I had never heard of this recipe before. I knew there's so many recipes that show up at family reunions and things along that line. So maybe it's been somewhere and I just kind of turned my nose up at it. I don't know. But I have missed out because I did not have this. So Clarence is calling, y'all. Hang on. Okay, y'all. I'm going to let it go with this. So it does not have to bake covered. Now, if the topping starts getting a little too brown, you might want to cover it. But It's going to go in the oven as is. We're going to bake this 35 to 45 minutes or until the casserole is bubbly and the topping is golden brown. Easy as that. Now, I know I told y'all this is going to the church, and I don't know if I will get pictures of this going in or coming out of the oven. I will do my absolute best, but sometimes, you know, it is what it is. Let me grab some foil. Today is going to be very busy. I also have a cake to deliver. I had to do a baby shark cake for a sweet friend. Her grandson is turning 2, and he loves baby shark. So I did him a baby shark. Last weekend, I actually did her dad a cake. I'll show you pictures of those. Next weekend, I have 2 cakes for twin girls, and I have a camo cake with the little army figurines on it for a little boy. I am not a professional by any means, but I enjoy it. But I'm glad they called me now, because in October, I am not planning on doing any cakes except Hillary's birthday cake toward the end of the month, because my surgery is in October. So there we go with this. So let me rearrange you. All right, that was it. Really, 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 really easy to put together. Oh, it turns out wonderful. So this is something maybe your family would enjoy. You know, we're in the South, so a lot of times, yeah, we add a lot of not necessarily healthy things to our vegetables, but we're eating vegetables, I guess, right? Anyway, I am going to wrap up my extra cabbage, because I don't know if I will just stew this or what we will do with it. But I will do something with this tonight, because I don't want it to go bad. So I'll probably just do something with it tonight. Could throw it in the oven, roast it. Anyway, I am going to stick this in the fridge, stick my casserole in the fridge. I'm going to go get ready for Grandparents' Day. I will have pictures, hopefully, of that. Then I'm off to the church to help feed the family after the funeral, so I'll be there probably until early afternoon, because we've got to clean up. So it will be a really long day today. We have got friends coming over this morning, and they are helping pick up eggs so we can go to Grandparents' Day. I don't know if I said that earlier, but we really appreciate them because it's their off day. Who wants to do work on off day? But anyway, they graciously said, yes, we will come and help. So anyway, I'm going to go get dressed. I love you all. I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all just have no idea. Hopefully we will slow down a little bit. I say get into a routine. We're not. Yeah, whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is. But we are, we're just going to go through life. So, I thank each and every one of you. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It'll tell you when we've got a video that has released. So I'm going to get off of here, quit rambling, and go get dressed. So until next time, I will see you later.